Come in.
Hello, sir. How are you today?
Yes. Have a seat.
Thank you. I'm Samantha. I'm here from Apple Incorporated. I'm here to tell you a little bit about an opportunity between our businesses.
Okay.
Now, I know we're competitors, but I have
Yeah.
us and Apple. But I have an opportunity here that could make us both money and
I like to hear the
can keep
idea
your
of money.
customers satisfied. Yes. Okay, so I'm here talking about GarageBand. I'm going to tell you a bit about our company first, though. We were created in Cupertino, California in 1976 by Steve Wozniak, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Jobs. We currently have 265 retail stores in the U.S., 451 in 16 countries and 28 call centers in 18 states, which means we have a very good customer service reach. So I'll tell you a little bit more about opportunities with that later. Our music retail program, iTunes, is currently the largest music retailer in the world, so we're kind of important in the music industry, which is a very good industry to get yourself into, which is what I want to help you do today. That brings us to our product, GarageBand, which is like your very own at-home recording studio, except you don't have to go out and buy the expensive, amps and all that take up all your space and money.
Lots of the money.
Yes, of course. We want to save money. It's actually already in really big high demand with your clients that use your product because, as you know, most of our programs are only available for our products. But what we want to do today is try to make one of our programs at least available to people that use your products only. So here we have a few social media snippets of a lot of people talking about how they really would like to have GarageBand available for your PCs. Like, I wish Apple made GarageBand for PC, and I don't think I'm alone. GarageBand for Windows is virtually something virtually every PC user wishes they could have. This is a great idea. Do you know how many people are looking for GarageBand for Windows? So you already have a big demand that you can satisfy with this. So I'll move on a little bit and tell you about the features. So this right here, we've shown it because obviously it's not available for your products yet. So we've kind of photoshopped a little version of what it would look like on one of your Surface Pro 3s. And here's one of our features. These right here are pedals. As you know, like when you play your guitar, you plug your pedals into your guitar and it'll change the sound. But they can go up to hundreds of dollars when you buy a bunch of them, and you do need a lot of them. So what we have here is the pedals are simulated, so when you plug up your garage with your guitar into GarageBand, you can click any pedal you want, and it'll change the sound as if you were using an actual pedal. And the same thing for amps, which are even bigger and more expensive. And you can layer these on top of each other to change the sound as much as you want. So that's great. You don't have to spend all the money on pedals, and you can have it right there simulated.
Now that's all built into that app.
Yeah,
right?
it's all built in. And they're actually based off of the very popular brands such as Fender and Marshall. Though they're basically the same thing as what they would be doing, except it's just simulated over the computer. So the sound comes out of your speakers. That would be the same sound that's coming out of your amp.
Okay.
This kind of summarizes what I said and adds a little bit more. So GarageBand is MIDI compatible, which if you don't know what a MIDI is, it's a small version of a keyboard. It takes an area of a keyboard rather than taking a very large keyboard everywhere with you. So you plug it into GarageBand and it'll show you on screen where exactly on the piano you're playing, so that you don't have to carry around the big thing everywhere. And it also, can translate what you're playing into sheet music for you, so you don't have to go through all the trouble of doing that. If you don't actually play music, GarageBand is still a good thing for you. Say you're just learning.
Now, the sheet music thing you just mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
is that built into the app, or is it something?
Yes, it's you click onto it when you're playing, and it'll show a little tab right there that'll show you like sheet music, and you click on it and it'll show you whatever you're playing and go through it.
Okay. So it's built in, it's physically there.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
already there. Everything's on your screen. You just got to click through the tabs. I wish I had a better version to show you. I do have the app version that you can try out. It's not as great as the actual version, of course, but it has all the instruments as well. Like here's the keyboard, and you just go through, and you can play with that if you want to. It's fun.
You probably don't want me to. I may be in this business, but I'm not musically Why?
Well, that's okay because we also have music lessons available on our thing,
Oh.
on GarageBand.
That would probably be the first thing I'd be using.
Yeah, at the top it'll show you music lessons, and you can go through and pick basically any instrument you want to learn, and it'll teach you the basics. And as you go through more advanced, it'll help you along by showing you on screen. A person will show you like through videos and slides. And they also have that available artist lessons, which would be some of your favorite artists like Lenny Kravitz, Fall Out Boy. They'd be showing you how to play your favorite songs of theirs. So that's really cool too. I always like that because I can't play an instrument either. Plus, the even greater thing about GarageBand is you don't even really need an instrument to create music with it, which is awesome because you have kids. So sometimes your kids get really into something, but only for a short amount of time. So you go out, you buy them their big expensive drum set, and then they don't play with it for like the rest of their life.
They play with the boxes that it came in, though.
Exactly. So you can go through any instrument, as I showed you. There's the piano, the drums. There's an amp, you can plug it into your phone as well. The microphone, so you can do your vocals and edit your vocals. All those. And it'll be simulated instruments. So you see it on screen, you click the notes you would like to play, and it'll record it for you. Which, is great to save a lot of money. Another editing feature it has is quantization, which you don't play any music, you said, but you can imagine that if you keep playing the same note over and over again, it's going to lose its luster. And so what it'll do is go through all the notes that you played and bring them to the best quality that they would be, so it's not like you're just dragging your finger as you go through. So that's great to make your best sounding music.
Thinking for me.
Yeah, exactly. Now there is a competitor in this field that is available for your products currently. That this is like GarageBand. It's called Mixcraft, which they have Mixcraft 7 and Mixcraft Pro Studio 7. And as you can see, these are kind of pricey, especially if you're just starting off, or if you're just your kids want to try it out. You don't want to go spend $90, $165, and break your bank right there. So this kind of summarizes what I'm talking about right now. They're out there charging $165 per person, and they're a third-party developer, which means you aren't making money off of what they're selling. They're just putting it out on
They're putting it out, and then you can buy it and install it.
Your customers are buying it, and you're not making any money off of it. So if you want to keep your customers and their wallets happy, what we want to offer is that you would be using our program right here. For $15 per computer would be your expense, or $28 per household, which is up to 4 computers for use. But you would be deciding the actual retail price you're selling it for. So you would be charging a certain price, and we'd be getting $15 per computer or $28 per household. Now,
this is a one-time charge, monthly, what?
This would be a one-time charge. So, for example, you want to charge 3 times our fee, so you're charging somebody $45 to use it. You would still be making a $30 profit per computer. And off household, you could be making a $56 profit. You would be still having a better quality program, because I have used Apple GarageBand and I have used Mixcraft, and I find Mixcraft is very difficult to figure out, where GarageBand you can find your way around it pretty easy.
Okay, what's this per computer or per household business?
So how we would sell it is your customers would go on either our website or your website, however you'd want to set it up. Okay. They would download the software and pay your price, and we would get $15 out of that price. So you're basically deciding what you want your profit to be. And you would still be able to undersell your competition, because say you're still charging them $45, that's still $81 to $125 less cheaper than the competitors. So obviously they're going to want to go to you. You got a good quality product for a good price. And you could pick any profit margin you want, basically. You'd be deciding what you're making.
So long as they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
You profit.
Are there any questions about how you would selling, the pricing.
So basically what we're doing is we're selling an app.
Yeah, you would be selling our program to your customers, which is really in demand with your customers because you have a very loyal fan base as well as us. So they want to stick to what they're used to, which is your product.
Now, let me ask you this. Is this built into an Apple computer at the outset?
It does come with our Apple products, but it is obviously the price is ingrained into the price of the product to purchase.
Okay, so even with an Apple, you're buying it you're opting to buy it to have it on the Apple.
Exactly.
Okay, now how would, again, obviously, your Apple, you're selling a proprietary piece of property. How would you feel if rather than charging the customer, if we simply build it into our computers?
If you started to build your computers to be automatically have
It
GarageBand,
would have the app in it.
I could talk to my bosses about how they would feel about that. That would be a much bigger contract we'd have to work up, but I think that would be doable.
Because I'm thinking in the way of differentiation. And again, and I realize this is something that Apple may not want to hear, but from our standpoint, that would give us the differentiation over Apple. It would be built in as opposed to having to be purchased.
Well, with Apple computers, it is built in already. When they open up their computer, it does have that. It's just the price is already ingrained into the price they purchase.
Oh, so it's already on an Apple.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I was driving at, so. Okay, so that wouldn't necessarily differentiate us. Okay.
I'm going to tell you a little bit more too over here about how it's available in several different languages, so you can use it. You obviously have a presence in many countries, so that would be available in other countries. And how I told you I would come back and tell you a bit about customer service. Obviously, even though it's in demand for your customers, it doesn't mean when they get it they're going to be satisfied. So we want to make sure that they are satisfied. So what we would like to offer is the same customer service we offer our customers to your customers as well. So that'd be 24/7 calling, GarageBand technicians, which I don't expect will have very many technical problems with the program, whereas it'd be more setting up your instrument and figuring out how to use it. So that's a little bit more added value to the price and what you'd be selling. Does it sound like something your company would be interested in getting into?
It's an intriguing idea. I guess you were showing me the comments.
Yes. And this obviously is demand with your customers, and the quicker we go through that, the more your customers will save on not purchasing, mixed craft and spending all their money when they could just be buying from you, where you're making money and they're spending less money.
I guess I've got somewhat of a need issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out in my own mind how we might be able to.
Well, currently, the kind of programs you have available made by your developers yourself, not third-party developers, most of the music-related ones are just playback music where people will purchase it from someone else. And even our iTunes is available on your computers already. That is one of our programs that is available. And most people are playing music off there or playing music off your customers, after your developers, things. So that's more listening to music rather than, making music.
Yeah.
So you currently do not really have anything that does anything like this where it records, where you can edit. You just basically have playback.
What would we be talking in terms of minimum?
Well, there would be no minimum since it is a downloadable content. You would go onto our website
So
or
there's
your
no
website.
so the pricing, there's no preconceived ideas in terms of numbers.
Yes. And if you aren't sure so far right now about how you like it or how you feel about it, we can offer you a free trial. We do have to develop because we need your developer's permission to make it available for your computer. So we would talk to your developers, make it available for your personal computer, and you could try it out for a few weeks, see how you like it, and we can talk from there.
So it's kind of up to the consumer to either to opt in or not opt at all. And the price isn't predicated on volume at all, is it?
Well, how much you profit off it is basically up to you. So you could be making as much as you feel is a good price to be making.
So I guess what I was thinking is we could do some selective packaging, flyers, put it at different prices, and play around with what.
We could do that. We could help you advertise as well because, of course, our reputation is with your reputation here.
Exactly, yeah, they're kind of married together on this one.
Yes. So we would be advertising on our websites and on our blogs about how it's now available for you and how finally people can get it how they've been asking for it.
And we'd be obviously doing something probably complimentary to that.
Yeah, and it would give our brands a good view because they're saying, oh, they're not just over there competing, they're actually working together to bring happiness to the customers.
And having this to the bank account.
Exactly. What's most basically keeping you from making the purchase today? Or making the decision?
Now, I was thinking in terms of the need issue, but I think we've kind of resolved that.
Well, if you're ready, I have a contract right here you can sign and we can get that going. Talk to your developers, I'll get my developers, and we'll have a meeting and figure out everything that needs to be done based on logistics and
Right,
technicals.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of logistics.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, excellent. I will be in touch, and of course, I will be checking in with you, make sure that your technicians have talked to our technicians, and thank you very much for your time today.
Okay, thank you very much.